Geneva. We are still doing the telemedicine services with Dr. Friedman and Dr. Wan
Right.
here for Simon and Conneaut. We will be hoping to add a physician, a live physician, at least one day a week once we get this up and running 4 days a week.
Wow, December 10th, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be adding her to the services
Well, and with that
here in
Simon
the county.
being so close in the county, now again, that's just
Yeah.
another way that UH is helping to serve you and your families better and
Right.
better. This is great news.
Yeah, so that is definitely fantastic news. We're
Good,
excited
thank you.
about that. And then, of course, we've got our educational talks and our support groups that we do in the county month after month. So we're in middle of November already, but we do our weight loss support group still every Monday morning at Snap Fitness with Dawn Dale.
Oh, right, yep.
She is there from 8:30 to 9:30, so every Monday morning. She's been with this group, gosh, I think maybe going on 3 years now. And it's really been a great program. She also does her walking program, Dawn does, on every Tuesday morning from 8 to 9:30 at New Leaf Event Center.
Okay,
So
absolutely, right here.
in the summer we take it, outside to the township park. In the winter
Sure.
we bring it indoors to New
New
Leaf
Leaf.
Event Center.
And what a great building that is anyway for
Oh,
all that, so
yes.
it's perfect.
Yes. Our lifelong health series continues, Healthy Eating for the Holidays. That will be Wednesday, November, oh wait, that's tomorrow, right? The 13th?
Yes,
That's
it is.
tomorrow. So
Absolutely.
tomorrow morning, if you want to learn some healthy eating tips for the holidays from 8 to 8:30, Dawn will be at New Leaf Event Center again.
Okay.
doing
Oh, that's good to
education
know.
on that. She also has tomorrow night dinner and a movie at the hospital. This has become so popular.
Okay,
She
what-
has about 16 to 20 folks that come
Yeah,
every night or every month to do dinner and a movie. So you could get a $5 dinner at our cafeteria. It includes a protein, a carbohydrate, I think a vegetable and a dessert for
Okay.
$5.
Yeah.
That's good. Our
good food over there.
cafeteria food is good. She does some education, some health education. She picks a topic for the month. She may talk about healthy eating for the holidays, and then you watch a movie. She's got a friendly
that's kind
movie
of
at no
fun.
charge.
And when is that again?
So that is also tomorrow evening. Dinner is from 4 to 5, and the movie starts immediately after.
Right here?
Right here at the hospital.
That's pretty
You start in
cool.
the cafeteria, get your meal.
Yeah.
And she directs you. We've
Now,
been
that's a
doing it in the
unique way to
small
just
dining
kind of
room.
keep you over there. That's really neat to do.
Yeah.
And Dawn's so friendly with everybody,
I
so.
know. She definitely is. Diabetes support group
Okay.
continues at Conneaut Human Resource Center. That will be coming up on Thursday, November the 21st from 10:30 to 11:30. If you need more information on that, you can call Kelly McGinnis at 593-0364.
Perfect.
And then the Lifelong Health Series, Healthy Cooking, continues. So if you missed the one that Dawn's doing tomorrow, you can go on Wednesday, November the 27th, which is the day before Thanksgiving,
Right, absolutely. Yep.
from 11 to 12 at the Conneaut Human Resource Center with Kelly McGinnis. She'll
Okay.
be teaching that one.
That sounds great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so let's see, what else we have going on? I think that's it for the Conneaut area. I think we're pretty well covered there. We do continue to do our free mammogram program.
Okay.
So if you are uninsured or underinsured and you are due for a mammogram, 40 years and up is the recommendation. Or if you're under 40 and you are suspicious that there may be something that you need to have checked, please feel free to call Paula Koval. She runs our free mammogram program. Her number is 440-998-0695.
You know what? I've kept her number from the last
Uh-huh.
visit you had here. That is it, because you do fundraisers throughout the year, especially your
Yes.
big one was that, like Walk for the
Our
Cure,
Walk
that
for
helps
the
fund
Cure.
this. But some people may not go in just, I don't think I can afford to get this
Right.
done. And
So
you
there-
need to think about that.
So there is a qualifying process
Right,
that
exactly.
Paula goes through, so that's why you need to call her first.
Okay, sure.
She will collect some information from you, and then our finance counselor reviews that, looks at the guidelines to make sure. And the reason that we do that is we do raise money, and we are happy to do the mammograms for free. But if somebody finds something that needs further diagnostic care or surgical intervention, we want to make sure that they qualify for other programs that are out there to be
Right.
able to do that.
To
We
follow
don't
through.
do that. So we would refer them either to BCCP, which is a program out of Cuyahoga County, which helps for any additional follow-ups that's
Okay.
needed. And sometimes our Seidman Cancer Center downtown also receives grants and funding to be able to continue care and treatment if we detect that something is needed. So that's why we do
Start
the
with Paula and
financial
find out, though.
qualification process.
Okay.
Because while we don't have qualification guidelines for the mammogram, if you need additional care, that does have those
Okay,
guidelines.
that's a perfect way to do it. So 998-0695
Yes.
with Paula.
Yes.
I've been, announcing that since the last time to just keep people interested to
Yeah.
check it out anyway and take time to get that checked.
We've actually had, we went through a lull when the insurance changed and the Affordable Care Act was introduced, and a lot of folks went on the health exchange and selected their plans. A lot of those plans do include preventative screenings. So we did see a dip in the number of people who were coming to us to get the free mammograms. But now that we've been a few years around that cycle, I think a lot of folks still can't afford the out-of-pocket,
Yeah.
the co-pays, and we're seeing an uptick again in people
Okay,
coming
I'm
to us
glad
to be able
that's
to
great that
get the
that's available
insurance.
to do that.
They're to be able to get the screening.
Well, thank you. Denise, it's great that you take time to come with us every month. Sometimes you're on, sometimes we send people in from the
Yeah.
hospital. We're always open to get brand new, helpful information for UH. Give us a couple places to go and just check out things for UH, like
Okay.
on either web or Facebook, or wherever you'd like to send somebody to look things up.
Right, so our website is uhhospitals.org.
.org.
So if
Okay.
you go, that is the main UH website. If you go on there, across the top, I believe it's on the right-hand side, you can drop in if you your zip code. If you want to find stuff specific to Conneaut, you can drop in your
Okay.
zip code, and that will populate for you. These educational pieces that we
Mm-hmm.
do all the time, these run in the Star Beacon and Gazette newspapers twice a month.
Right.
So these come out usually at the beginning and maybe about midway through the month as
Okay.
a reminder. So that's another place to kind of keep tabs on. I do post things on our Facebook group
Because you have
page.
like a Conneaut page and a Geneva
Yes,
page,
so I
I
have
believe. I follow those.
Yeah, I have a Conneaut and Geneva page.
Okay.
So that's a group, so you would search for UH Geneva group or UH Conneaut group.
Just some places to go after you're off is what I want to make sure folks
Yeah.
know where to go and find everything. Great services, great new additions, great new construction going on.
Right.
You're making healthcare more accessible, affordable, and easy access for folks right here in our
Right,
town.
right.
And I appreciate that. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank
coming on our
you.
show and taking your
Yeah,
time
thank
on our
you.
snowy day today.
Yes.
Survived the day and night.
I
We'll get
did.
through this.
Oh yeah, there'll be more to come.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank
We'll take a
you.
little break, and we'll be back with more Sunrise Live in just a few minutes.
Your ATEC, your advantage. High school students, the programs at the Ashtabula County Technical and Career Campus can give you the competitive edge you need.
So I chose to go to college. I was way above the other students, and my professors saw that.
See your counselor to sign up for your showcase today, or call 440-576-6015 or visit atech.edu. Your ATEC, your advantage.
ATEC education for success.
They really go out of their way at Greg Sweet to help us.
Greg Sweet definitely does save me money.
I purchased over 30 cars with Greg Sweet over the years, and I've never had a bad experience in this organization.
Honestly, I wouldn't go anywhere else. I would definitely buy another car from Greg Sweet.
You could pay more for a car, but you'll have to go somewhere else.
It's always very fair and reasonable at Greg Sweet.
You always get a sweet deal at Greg Sweet.
At Greg Sweet Ford, we're gonna make your day.
My asthma can stop me in an instant. Being an active person, that just isn't an option.
Good, Harry.
My pharmacist, he's got my back. Because of that, I can stay out in front.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
See the pharmacists at Gertis Pharmacy in downtown Conneaut, your prescription specialists since 1960.
Attention Juul users. If you are a young adult or the parent of a minor who used a Juul device and suffered serious health problems including nicotine addiction, nicotine poisoning, seizures, stroke, heart or lung problems, multiple cavities, or mental health problems, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call the number on your screen or visit JuulHurt.com immediately for a free consultation.
We are back. Welcome back on this Tuesday morning to Sunrise Live. It's 8:55. I got a great guest coming in here from Charlie's Deli in just a few minutes. I got a phone call. Well, good morning. Welcome to our show today.
Yeah, what happened to the 49ers?
I don't know. I guess the Seahawks took them over last night, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, that nobody in NFL has a perfect record anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, I think them and the Patriots are now, what, 8-1 or something like that?
Yes, and Thursday, Browns going to win.
Oh, is this Kenny?
Yes, it is.
Hey, well, I didn't recognize you at first. Welcome, Kenny. You're a little later than usual, but thanks for calling in today. Appreciate it.
Well, I was outside in the garage.
You were outside in the garage. What are you doing out there in all this snow, bud?
Watch that snow out there and take the dogs out.
Yeah, you had to get the dogs some time out in the fresh air, right?
Yeah, the dogs love it out there.
Yeah, 49ers tanked to the Seahawks last night. What about Thursday night, our Cleveland Browns take on Pittsburgh? What are you looking for on that game?
Well, the Browns going to win.
I was talking to Mark earlier. You know, he's the guy that loves the 49ers. I told him I thought we'd have I thought it'd be a 3-point game. Browns win by 3. That's what I'm predicting.
Win 6.
You're going with 6 points. Well, you're much more confident. Good for you, Kenny. That's great to hear. You feeling good today?
No, I still got some more pain.
You got some pain you're working on? Did you have to get more shots?
Well, I had to find a doctor does it.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you luck on that. I mean, you sound really good, so it's good to hear your voice today.
Yeah, plus I ain't moving around that much.
Well, take care of yourself, brother. Thank you for your call today.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Well, that's our friend Kenny. Normally, he will call me about right after I come on air at 7 o'clock or 7:01. Somewhere usually his normal call time is between 7 right on the air to maybe 7:10 in that zone. And I thought maybe he was having an off day today because of the weather or something when he called. But nope, he's outside in the garage watching the snow fall or whatever and letting the dogs out, having a good day. Always like to hear from our friend Ken. Our phone lines are open, and like I say, after 9 o'clock here, we're going to bring Pam in from Charlie's Deli and Catering. Man, what great food they offer to folks, and she's got a couple special things that are starting up or going on that you're going to want to hear about. If you already love Charlie's, you're probably going to love them even more. So we'll talk with Pam after 9 and get the lowdown on what's going on. You'll be the first to hear it here on our show, and then you can go out and enjoy everything she's going to talk about. Well, I was going to do another story, but I got a phone call coming in. Hello there. Welcome to the show today.
Hi, this is Linda again.
Hi, Linda.
I see on Facebook that there's like a pile up on 226 at 6th End in Pennsylvania.
Oh, brother, there's a pile. Yeah, there was at 226 and 6N.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, man, yeah, this is the kind of day those things are happening.
There's cars all over the street.
Well, that first snow.
Anyway, be careful.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. And I've heard news reports from Cleveland, of course, this morning early before I got in with the snow. Of course, there were lots of kind of fender benders and off the roads going into Cleveland and back as well. So be careful out there if you're heading 6N or 226, I think she said. There's a pile up out that way too. If you don't need to go, stay home and enjoy your day in the heat and the warmth. If you got to go out, take time to clear your car off well, and just be careful while you're out and about. Just take time, give yourself that extra time. I know it's hard. I know you don't want to make a longer trip than you have to, but just be careful. And by the way, it's probably not you, it's the other crazy driver out there you got to watch out for anyway. So drive carefully, I guess the word is defensively, as you're out and about today. All right, let me give you just a couple things to get us. We talked with Denise here. I won't mention any things from the hospital because we just did that. From the Conneaut Art Center, a couple of things coming up I just want to remind you about. This Friday, the 15th, right here in town at Kilby Hall, is the Holiday Craft Market. Now, Friday the 15th, this is something folks love to come out and shop here. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. this Friday, and then Saturday the 16th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It kind of switches. So it's $2 for adults to get in. They have great items you can find to shop for. That's a very, very popular thing. Also, make plans for December 6th or 7th or December 13th or 14th. Now that's the first two Fridays and Saturdays at the Art Center. The ballet group at Conneaut Art Center is going to put on a Christmas carol during those 2 weekends. Now Friday the 6th, Saturday the 7th, and Friday the 13th are going to be at 7 o'clock in the evening. Saturday, December 14th will be a matinee show at 12:30. That's pretty cool. Doors open up 45 minutes. These ballet shows for Christmas usually sell out. So call 440-593-5888 and get your tickets early so you're set to go at the Conneaut Art Center. Lots of great things going on right here in town. All right, let me break real quickly here. We'll come back to the show. We're going to talk with Pam from Charlie's Deli and Catering right here in Conneaut. We got some great news for you coming up. Stay tuned. To Sunrise Live 9:03 Tuesday morning. What's today? The 12th of November. Yesterday was Veterans Day. We had a little bit of a special show actually Friday the 8th. Nick Church and Ben Shortfigure came in and we did a bunch of things Friday. We talked about the holiday yesterday, and of course, you know, we love and support our veterans here on Sunrise Live Show. Me and my family, we do the same thing. We're all about that. We're talking with someone, I guess you would say is a veteran-owned business as well.
Yep.
Which was it Navy Man?
Navy, yep.
Navy Man. So this is Pam Jagani. I know most of you look at her and go, I know that lady. I buy food from her all the time. She and Chaz run Charlie's Deli and Catering right down in the harbor on Park.
Yep,
Park Avenue. And boy, how long?
We are 6 months now.
6? Where did it go?
I don't know.
I remember you talking on the show about scrubbing, cleaning, painting, getting coolers, fixing the place up.
Yeah.
And you're up and running, and would you say, I mean, 6 months in, happy with that move down to Park?
Great.
Is it the best thing you've done so far?
Best thing we've ever done.
Isn't that neat?
Yes.
How's the response going, and how are things going with your customer base and
Great.
everybody that comes to see you?
It's really, really going great. We have a lot of regulars.
Okay.
We have people even that we see every single day.
You have folks that are almost every day with
Yes.
you.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Like lunch times or dinner, both? Or?
Both,
okay.
yeah. We have a lot of, like city workers and construction workers
that's
for
true.
lunch because it's fast. They can come in, get something off the steam table, back out they go.
Well, that is true. It's no time at all spending there. I
Right.
get a lunch there every so often, and I get my special peanut butter. I'm crazy. I do the peanut butter jelly and bacon sandwich. You can laugh all you want, but I'm telling you, I never had one before them. And I don't know that I've ordered anything different since. I hate to say that.
Well, you used to have the Jimmy.
Well, I had to do that with my name.
Right.
But then I said, I'm going to do this one time, the Mama Donna. I go, if I hate it, okay, it's my fault. I tried it. Well, I can't. I love it. So if you've never tried it, try something new. But, you've got your menu board. What are your hours you're open again now at the store?
We're open 11 to 7, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday we stay open a little later till 8 o'clock.
A little bit later on, okay.
And Sundays we're closed now.
Yeah, that's something kind of new I noticed online, I think.
Yep. So we're closed Sundays. The catering right now is really, 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 really busy.
And tell me real quick about that is part of your business, meaning... You mean weddings, lunches, meetings? What do you cater? What does Charlie's cater?
Well, we have a lot of stuff coming up because of the holidays. We have a lot of Christmas parties, even in people's homes that we're catering.
So not just business Christmas, although you can do that.
We can, oh yeah.
But you're talking about like if my family had a party, we might use Charlie's for something.
Yep.
How do you do that?
Well, you just come in and you pick your food. There's a couple different questions that we ask to know what route we have to go.
Okay.
Is it fancy? Is it casual? How much service do you want? Do you want someone there the whole time to maintain
Which
the food?
you could do if we wanted that.
Yep.
But then there's a drop-off kind of meal as well, isn't
or
there?
pickup even.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You can come in and order a pan of cabbage rolls, a pan of stuffed peppers, a pan of mashed potatoes, and take it with you, throw it in your oven at home. It's already warm, but keep it warm.
I know somebody watching you right now. I won't pick her out personally, Grammy. Loves cabbage rolls. Well, we all do.
Yeah.
And the meatball. I mean, all those foods you serve. But you can do a pickup, a drop-off. Somebody could stay and keep things moving along if you want to be in your party more than attending the party. You do that.
All of it.
Is there too small, too big for Charlie's? What are your numbers you range from?
For a catering, if it's going to be something that's dropped off and maintained, we don't like to really do anything less than 20 people.
Okay, so okay.
Or 20 people worth of food even. If it's 10 people, you order for 20. But we go all the way up to, 400, 500, 600.
But you've done the big wedding. I mean, you've done all that. I'm just saying to throw it out if you've never used them for that part of their service, and catering is just exploding at this time of year as well.
This is actually our busiest time of year. The fall, it gets really, really crazy, and it doesn't stop. This upcoming year, we're even booking weddings in January.
For the new year.
For the new year, yeah. So
where are you here local, or where are you going with some of these?
We go as far as Cleveland. And we actually
what do you do for a wedding? You'll do something a little further out?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have a wedding booked in New York State.
No, you don't. You do, because somebody knew you here, or how did that work?
Well, it was somebody I grew up with. Her cousin was getting married, and she came and did a tasting. And
but you've done that.
So we're going to go to New York State in August.
See the Charlie's thing, hunting down 90 to New York.
Yep.
So you're everywhere, and basically the main. You and Chaz are the main chefs and cooks, but do you have other cooks that help you, or is it mostly you guys?
Chaz and I are in the building from open to close no matter what.
Okay.
There have been a few days where we've had to leave somebody else in charge because we both had to go on a catering at the same time.
2 different caterings?
Yeah,
Oh my
at the
goodness.
same exact time.
Wow.
So, we have, our staff is absolutely unbelievable. They have been with us, you know, since day one. Jessica, who you'll see at the counter a lot of days that you come in.
Yeah.
She knows as much as Chaz and I. She's been there since day one.
Well,
She's
you've got
worked out
very
the bugs.
friendly people too, I will say that.
Oh, we do.
Always a friendly visit in there, never a problem.
Our
Go in, I order
staff
food
is-
and leave.
They're great.
I'm done in under 15 every time I come in. I come in without telling you.
Yeah.
If I go, I got a half hour to go grab something, I go and I'm out. So if you're looking for a lunch quick stop, that's the place. If you're looking to order a caterer, well, actually, maybe you better put this out. Is there any room left calendar-wise for Christmassy holiday parties left in your schedule? I mean, are there
Yes.
times open?
The really cool thing about Christmas parties, when we book them, they're not all on Saturdays. A lot of
Okay.
office parties are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Okay,
Friday. We
okay.
take it to the office. They have their party there.
Yeah.
So we do have openings.
So there's still openings to go.
In the first week of December, I believe we already have 4 or 5 booked. But, you know, that Wednesday might be open,
Okay.
or if there's a lunch, we can do a dinner, you know, so we can balance it. It's
How do you
always
like
worth
people
checking.
to contact you for the like what number do we use for your catering or anything?
The best way to contact us for catering, honestly, if you're available, is to stop in and talk to Chaz or myself.
Ah.
A phone call is okay, but if Chaz or myself, if we're in the kitchen and we can't stop and take a phone call because we can't hear on the phone in the kitchen, but if you physically walk in, I can give you menus to look at while I go finish something up
I see.
and kind of bounce back and forth. That works out really, really good for us. And being in person, because I can then sit and really get all the details that I need from whoever is having the party.
All right, let's say we're going to do an office party somewhere, somebody's watching for 20, 30 people, whatever you have, a business party for Christmas time or holiday party, whatever you want to call it. What kind of, just quick, not the whole, you do anything, they get what they want, but like
Yes.
what kind of foods do people do? Chickens or your meatballs
Yeah.
or your cabbage or what do they do?
So
Or sandwich foods?
the
or?
cool thing is about Christmas parties this year, they range from really fun, weird stuff,
Okay.
like a taco bar
Oh,
in
that's right,
December,
I forgot about that.
to really, really fancy food. Well, I call it fancy food. Stuffed chicken breast, you know, pork tenderloins, things like that. There's a wide range, and you can go whatever direction you want to go
So
with.
taco bar is even popular now to
Yeah.
the nice stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you can go either way.
Yeah. Some people like to have a
Okay.
little taco bar for appetizer.
But that sounds fun.
For their
to have a
cocktail
taco bar.
time.
Sure.
And then for their sit-down meal, have something else. We do, a really popular thing that's happening now is heavy appetizers.
Okay.
Instead of
What's a
doing-
heavy appetizer?
So heavy appetizers would be something that would be more meal-like. Let's say some ravioli, and you're gonna put it in a little cup and have something like that. Or like the bruschetta and things like that.
Okay.
The bacon wrapped water chestnuts.
Ooh,
We
boy.
can do, you're not just gonna have meat and cheese and crackers and
It's
a
a
veggie
little more
tray.
stout.
It's gonna be a more meal-like,
Okay.
but you get a lot of different things, a lot of variety in very small amounts. So it's kind of like a tasting thing. Our public library, that's what they're doing for their holiday party.
You were feeding them.
Yeah, we'll be catering
So they're
that
going to
to
do
them.
that kind of heavier, what did you
Yeah,
call that
heavy
again?
appetizers.
Heavy appetizers. That
Yeah.
sounds great
More
though.
meat, more food more than just,
But you'll still try a couple things, but they'll be heartier.
yes.
That's kind of cool.
Exactly.
But the taco bar, do people love that?
People love the taco
That
bar.
sounds fun.
We like to do it. It is fun for us
Okay,
too.
okay.
We do the beef, the chicken, you know,
Yeah.
you have hard shells, soft shells, all the toppings that you can possibly think
So
of.
stop in to Charlie's, your best bet, and talk with Pam or Chaz. If we were to call a number, just because that's the first thing we would do, what
Yep.
number do you want us to use?
It's area code 440-265-6008.
265-6008,
Yep.
is that correct? And that gets a hold of Charlie's Deli and Catering. All right, let's go to, you got to go in there and check their meal board out. That's fantastic. There's, how many different sandwich
We
combos
have
do you do?
8
It's 8.
sandwiches on
Okay.
the board every single day, and that's not counting
And you got
specials.
sides and hots, in your steam
Fried
board
food,
up front.
salads, the steam table.
Can you get a cabbage or meatballs almost every day you're open?
Every single day. There's never a day we don't have one.
Like I want 2 cabbage rolls, I can get those most every day you're open. Oh,
Every
man.
day.
That's the temptation. What do I get? When you walk in there, what do? You got to fight that with your own conscience and stomach. But all right, what are some other things? You're closed up on Sundays, but you do caterings that are pre-planned.
We're still- right,
But
we're
the
still doing-
store's closed.
Yes.
But I noticed, and I think I caught this on your Facebook page, which I follow, did I see something about, I'm going to say it, I hope I'm not stepping on something here, delivery of your food? What is this about?
We started residential delivery yesterday.
How did you do this?
Well, we hired some new people, and we got 2 drivers. We have an extra cook, who we actually borrowed from Breakwall because they're closed.
Because they're closed for now.
So she came to
But
work
I mean,
with us
like,
in
you
the
mean
winter.
delivering to somebody's home, like, where are you going?
All of Conneaut, anywhere within Conneaut city limits.
You'll deliver to a person's home?
Yes. And we actually...
Now, wait a minute, I want dinner tonight from Charlie's, and I have to set it up with you, but I mean,
Yeah.
it comes to the house.
To your door. So the really other cool
You're your own DoorDash.
Yeah. So we actually have an app too, if you're techie
Well,
and,
talk about
and
that.
savvy.
What is that? I'm on my phone, what do I do?
So you go to your app store.
Okay.
And it's called Food Booking.
Food Booking is the name I'm looking for.
That's the name
and
of
I
the app.
download the app.
And you download the app. It's it kind of looks like the Facebook F, but it's red. It's like a red leaf or something.
Food Booking, and
Yeah.
okay, takes a minute to download. It's now on my phone. What do I do with
As
it?
soon as you go open your app, you go right in, and the first thing that pops up is Charlie's Deli because we're the only ones in the area that use it. So
That
we're
use
right
that
there.
app.
So you go into the
I'm
app.
gonna click open your name, I take it.
You put in your information,
Yeah.
your personal, your name and whatever. You order your food.
So
Put
all
in
the
it
things
just
on
like
the
your-
menu I can see there.
Yes, everything comes up.
Oh,
You
my
go through
word.
sandwiches and you add them to your cart.
Yeah, like we're buying it. Let's face it,
Just
the
like
big
you're on
shopping
Amazon.
thing on
Yeah.
Amazon. We're doing the
So,
same thing.
Same concept. You can also pay online.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and put your information into the app.
Okay.
At the end, there's different payment options. You can choose cash. You can choose card at counter, because you can use this app for pickup also. So
I
say-
can order food but pick it up at your place.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're on lunch
Okay.
and you have 30 minutes or whatever, and you're running late, when you get in your car, hop on your app, order your food. When you walk in the door, it's ready,
I see
sitting
what
on the
you mean.
counter. And you
So
can
there's
pay
that.
and go. Yes.
So I can.
All of
okay.
this you can do on the app. So yesterday was our first day of residential delivery. We did about 10, which I thought was pretty cool.
I mean, people tried it and used
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So that you took some meals out to 10 folks.
yeah. And a lot of
How did it
people-
go?
It was great. It was
Okay.
great. A lot of people paid online, so there was no cash transactions with the
And I'm
driver.
just going to ask, well, let me ask, because I'm just asking this, because when I order food, sometimes let's go the traditional pizza thing.
Yeah.
You order pizza, comes, you usually tip a guy at the door if you're that kind of person, we do. What about your drivers? Do you tip them? Is that
Yeah.
a choice thing,
Yeah,
or
it's
how
a
does
choice.
that work?
It's a choice.
okay.
Well, so far, I mean, one
But if I
day
paid
in,
online, the bill's covered.
the bill is
but
covered.
then I can tip to the person
delivery
if I
fee
want.
is included.
It's in there.
Yeah, it's in there. It comes right up. As soon as you click delivery, it comes right up, so it's in your total.
What made you do this? Why'd you jump on this?
Well, this is exactly why. Chaz and I have 3 kids,
Yep.
and we are really, really busy. And
Yep.
there's nights that we're at home with the kids, because one of us is home with the kids almost every single night, which is
Right.
great. We have our schedules worked out. We have capable people that now we can be home more. But the one night we had nothing to cook, and I can usually make
And you guys are
something out of
cooks. I mean, I
nothing.
get you.
And I called Chaz and I said, we just don't have any food. I have to go grocery shopping. I'm just going to order a pizza for the kids. And he said, we have a deli. Come get food. Like, just come down here and get food for the kids. And I said, I don't want to pile them all in the car. I don't want to bring them all back out. We just got home.
And you aren't the only one doing that.
And I'm not the only one that doesn't want to leave my house. And I told him, I said, I would rather order a pizza and have it delivered to my house and not have to get everybody bundled up and back out
Once
the
in
door.
a while, it's convenient. Let's be honest.
So I said to him, it's, out of, I just don't want to leave once I'm home. It's convenient. And we started tossing around this whole delivery thing. I said, I'm going to order from Charlie's when I'm home at night.
That's gracious.
I mean, if
Now, is there any restrictions to you opening up delivery, like times of the day you'll deliver?
No,
or when you're open, it's delivery time?
As of
Or
right
what?
now, when we're open, it's delivery time. We're going to see where the real
See where it
demand
goes.
is. Yesterday we only had a few for lunch.
Was it more dinner times out of the 10?
A lot,
You mean
mostly,
like 5,
yeah.
4, 5 o'clock?
From
Sure,
4
something
on,
okay.
4 to 7.
Well, you're going to feel that out.
Yeah.
But you're looking at keeping it going is the point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Delivery to, like other food places.
Right.
And so the app again is called?
Food Booking.
And we do need to do it through that if we're going to do the ordering to bring it to our house. Food
Well, you
Booking.
can call in your delivery too.
Oh, you can do that too?
Yeah. You
Oh,
can call in your
okay,
delivery.
okay.
And that's okay.
Okay.
I just feel like When
But there's people that use apps, so they're
yeah,
comfortable with
the
that.
app is so easy to navigate through. I'm
Okay.
not very techie. Chaz is the techie one. He set up the food booking app. Like, he's great. He's
Okay.
good at that stuff. I am not. And I was able to go on and do an order just to see how it worked, in case people had questions.
Well, I'm getting closer than you guys to that seasoned citizen group, let's just call it that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an old person. Ask my kid, it's different, but I'm not old yet. But I do apps, but maybe I don't. I can still call you
can
and have
still
a
call.
delivery. That's what I mean. Some people are like, I'd rather call them. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, and when you do the
I
app
hope it
too,
works for you.
so a lot of people get nervous, like, oh, if I order on the app, I can't put in a specification. Like, let's say somebody has
Oh, or take
a
off
dairy
something.
sensitivity and they
Okay.
can't have cheese on their meatball sub.
Or I don't want sour cream, or whatever.
You can go on and type that right in.
There's a little
No
messagey
cheese.
place.
There's messagey places out there that you can
Oh.
put in certain, we call them preps, put
Right.
in certain preps for whatever you're having. If
Add
you
or
don't
take
want
out.
olives, put onions
But you can
instead.
kinda
Yes, you can
customize.
customize. You can still
You
get
guys are
all
nuts.
those little things that people worry about. You know, well,
Okay.
I'll just call to make sure that
Yeah.
they get it right. You know, but no, you can do all that on the app too, which is really, really cool.
So call in our app deliveries, and is this every day you're open, you do deliveries to Conneaut?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But and the 10 went well, I take it, everybody was
went great.
satisfied and happy?
They went great.
Wow.
Our two drivers, we have two drivers now.
Okay.
Yesterday it was Mike. He did a super job, really fast. You know, as soon as the food's up, he's out the door. I mean, it went great.
But I mean, it's just another convenience factor you're
Yeah.
providing, because people want your food anyway.
Right.
But I mean, okay, tonight I don't want to pull anything out, or well, what's in the cupboard? I'll just order something. I know it's good, I know what I'm getting, and I like these people. That's just fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, you guys are
Very
like
cool.
tweaking and changing all the time.
Yes.
Did I also see, considering we're in November, we're getting close to Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, why not stocking stuffer like cards from Charlie's? Tell me
Yes.
about these.
So we're running a kind of a promo, I guess you would call it right now, where if you buy 4 gift cards to Charlie's. Now, our gift cards are all preset at $20.
Oh, it's just, there's a
They're
$20 card.
no matter
Okay,
what. It's
all
a
right.
$20 card.
I got you.
If you buy 4 cards, you get 1 free. So that's a free $20 card. So you get 5 cards
Give 4 away and
for $80. Yeah. Well, that's what I said too.
well, stocking stuff,
stuffer,
whatever.
work friends. You know, you always have to give people.
Yeah, but
little
that's a
gifts here
couple of
and there.
meals at Charlie's on
Oh
that
yeah,
card.
for $20 you could easily get a few lunches.
That's pretty cool.
So that's now through.
And you get them at the store?
Yep, you come right in and get them. They're preloaded. We just put them in the little gift envelopes
You
for
just
you.
sell them to us at the counter,
Yep,
and then they're
right
good
at
to
the
go. And you
counter.
like activate them or whatever they are.
Yeah, and you just take them
Good to go.
So we're doing that through Small Business Saturday. Small
And
Business
is that
Saturday.
when is that?
I believe it's the 30th.
Saturday of that weekend
yep.
of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Now that's
So-
a great idea. I mean, you're going to shop there anyway. Why not donate? And maybe you got a loved one somehow hasn't at least stopped out once so far, but you keep telling them it's a great place. Well, now they have a reason to go.
Or your kids. You know, we have a lot of high school kids that stop in after
Do they?
school. Oh yeah.
What are the kids loving at your place? What do teens love
The
there?
fried pickles.
The what?
Fried pickles.
Now, I've never had that.
The deep fried pickles. They love them.
Like a full pickle that you fry?
It's a
slice, or
yeah,
what is
it's
it?
a slice of pickle.
Get out of here.
and
Oh,
then-
like what I get in my meal, I get a pickle in there sometimes? It's
Well,
do you throw one of
no,
those?
it's like a round pickle,
Oh.
like a disc.
Yeah.
Chip, we call it.
Oh, pickle chips,
Yeah.
like.
So they're breaded and fried, and they dip
And they
them in
love
ranch.
those.
They love the pickles.
I wouldn't. Well, see, I'm missing all sorts. See, I'm the boring food guy. I find something I like. Now I'm narrow focused. Just eat that stuff because you know you like it. Pickle chip. I don't
And
know
the
if I
Charlie's
would.
fries. Charlie's fries.
What are
huge,
those, real
too.
quick?
So that's an order of French fries, topped with our pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and Parmesan cheese. So it's like a loaded
It's only
fry.
$9.22. You're starving us here today.
And it's $5, and the box is so heavy. I swear, it's like, well, my kids, 3 kids share one order.
$5 for like that.
$5.
Just those little extras you have. And like I said, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You make all your foods. It's all
Yes.
prepped right here in town, local. You got gift cards now, and for till Small Business Saturday at the end.
Right.
So you got a couple of weeks, but then it's done.
Yep.
The special is buy 4 of them, and a 5th one is free. They're $20 preloaded cards. my goodness, keep the one for yourself and give away 4. You'll have the happiest people on the other end of Christmas gifts that
Right.
you've ever had.
Bus drivers need gifts, you know, your kids' bus drivers. They
Mailman,
need
I
them.
think sometimes.
Mailman, yeah.
People that
teachers,
serve us.
Teachers.
Teachers, of course, they love the little flowers you give them, but give them
We do a ton of
Charlie's
business
card.
for the schools. We deliver.
So you know they like the food.
Right. Yeah, I could tell you what most of them eat.
We won't do that on air, but I mean, a Charlie's card.
Yeah.
Why not?
Perfect.
So that's a great, great idea. All right, so Monday through Saturday, well, Monday to Thursday, 11 to 7?
7.
A little bit later on Friday and Saturdays,
Yep.
like 8 o'clock
8
or 9,
o'clock.
8 o'clock-ish, okay. They deliver locally to Conneaut now. Use the app, again called
Food Booking.
Look that up. Download it on your phone. If you're that type of person, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. App Store, Food Booking. Charlie's is the one right on there when you open it up. If you'd rather call, we call the number to order.
265-6008.
265-6008. Get your order in. Pick up. They deliver in Conneaut. Now there's a fee for that, but you know if you want that and can't get out, or don't want to take the time to redress and, like you say, I can see this, get the kids all ready to go again after they just unbundled an hour ago. I don't want to do that tonight. Bring in Charlie's. You'll love the food. You know it's good. It's right here in Conneaut. Boom. Well, that's a great idea. I don't know how you guys
and
are
let
keeping
us
up with all
deliver
this.
to you instead of having to take your kids out when it's a blizzard.
And you
know?
might still have time for those holiday parties.
Yes.
Check on the schedule.
Yep.
Come in and check with you.
Yeah.
What foods do you want? How many people? How do you want to set it up? Somebody can be there the whole time if you want it that way, or here's all your food, go to town, enjoy it. It's kind of your choice. I just thought of this before I let you go. I know you're busy. You got to get cooking, I suppose.
Meatballs.
There you go. How many? I'm going to ask you this. You're making me switch gears. I'm getting in your lane. How many would you say day or week do you make meatballs? How many do you come up with in a day or a week at a time? Do you make them once a couple times a week every day?
No, I make them every day.
How many meatballs do you come up with?
It depends on the day of the week. I probably do, well, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 1,000 a week.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
How many cabbage rolls do you do about a week?
Probably about 300-400 now.
I had to know the number.
Yeah, and
I'm
well,
sitting
we do
there looking
stuffed
at them,
peppers,
thinking
too.
about them.
Stuffed peppers on
that's right. You
Thursdays.
do that Thursdays now.
We actually decided every Thursday we're doing 100.
Okay, until they let go.
Yeah, and when they're gone because there are some days where we sell out at 2 p.m.
Is your stuffed pepper anything special more than we think of the meat and the pepper
No,
and the
it's
cheese,
the
or what's
meat
in
and
there?
the rice
Okay.
and, our seasonings inside
And
of
they
the
come
pepper.
one pepper at a time kind of thing? Okay.
Yep, it's a nice whole pepper.
Oh, man.
Thursdays. It's a whole,
and when the 100 are gone, they're gone.
Yep, when they're gone, they're gone. So we're doing 100 every Thursday.
Okay.
They're delicious. They're great. And sometimes they go really quick, and sometimes at the end of the night we have a couple left over that we'll then use on
Unreal.
Friday. But yeah, stuffed peppers are huge, just as big as cabbage now. They call in to pre-order them so that they make sure on their way home from work they can get their peppers on their way home.
Well, you heard it here. They're opening, they're doing great things. They're staying busy. They're serving Conneaut. You got delivery. You got gift cards for if you want the smaller holiday gifts you know you're going to give some people, or those special people in your life. Buy for right now through Small Business Saturday, and that is from this weekend. That's still 2 weeks. So you got about 2.5 weeks. Get them by that Saturday. Buy 4. 1 is free. Yours. Keep 1 for you and give the 4 away. You're allowed to be selfish about it. Nobody's going to fight you on that. The delivery thing, I hope that all takes off for you, because that you're expanding yourself, but this is how you're serving Conneaut.
Yeah.
Any last thought before I'll let you go make your meatballs, but what are you going to say here to go?
Don't forget the app, the food booking app.
Okay.
It is super helpful, even if you're going to pick it up. If you're leaving work and you're going to be driving home and you want to pick your food up, just walk in and pick it up.
After ordering on the app.
Yeah.
And you can specialize things on the app.
Absolutely. And when you order, it comes to us on an iPad in the kitchen.
Okay.
And we type in exactly how long your order will be.
Ah.
So if you order a Mama Donna, I'm going to put in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that way you know that when you're there in 10 minutes, it will be sitting on the counter ready to go if you're picking up.
That's great.
So it's great. It's really, for busy people, on the run, working people, it makes your life so much more manageable.
Okay.
It's
And
a
reasonable,
huge
and
convenience.
I will say, the prices you charge, your food portions are fantastic. I mean, you all that have eaten there, you know what I'm talking about, but it's nothing skimpy, it's nothing little. You're getting your money's worth, and it's homemade, it's delicious. And if it means something to you, veteran owned. That's kind of a cool thing to add on too. Thank you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Keep up the good work. Have a great holiday season. I'm sure we'll chat again here somewhere before the end of the year, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
We'll take a little break. We'll come back to Sunrise Live in just a few minutes.
My asthma can stop me in an instant. Being an active person, that just isn't an option. My pharmacist, he's got my back. Because of that, I can stay out in front.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
See the pharmacists at Gertis Pharmacy in downtown Conneaut, your prescription specialists since 1960.
Your ATEC, your advantage. High school students, the programs at the Ashtabula County Technical and Career Campus can give you the competitive edge you need.
So I chose to go to college. I was way above the other students, and my professors saw that.
See your counselor to sign up for your showcase today, or call 440-576-6015 or visit atech.edu. Your ATEC, your advantage.
ATEC education for success.
They really go out of their way at Greg Sweet to help us.
Greg Sweet definitely does save me money.
I purchased over 30 cars with Greg Sweet over the years, and I've never had a bad experience in this organization.
Honestly, I wouldn't go anywhere else.
I would definitely buy another car from Greg Sweet.
You could pay more for a car, but you'll have to go somewhere else.
It's always very fair and reasonable at Greg Sweet.
You always get a sweet deal at Greg Sweet.
At Greg Sweet Ford, we're gonna make your day.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits, in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 monthly premiums or $0 deductibles. Call now. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-918-8977. That's 1-800-918-8977.
Okay, we are back, probably the last 20-25 minutes of the show here today on this Tuesday morning, November 12th, 2019. It's about 9:32. Welcome back to Sunrise Live. We've had three fantastic guests on so far. Darlene Ziegler talked about her trip to Ireland that she took back in May, kind of a life's dream that she saved and worked and prepped for, and took that trip and really enjoyed herself. Encourages others to travel. We've talked to Denise DiDonato from UH Conneaut Medical Center today. We just got through talking with Pam Gigante on about Charlie's Deli and Catering, and so many of you are enjoying their food, and they've got delivery service in Conneaut now, and they've got gift cards you can purchase if you'd like to do that for your holiday gift giving, whatever. Just some great time we're talking. Now, As far as the weather forecast goes, I know we're under a winter storm warning still until about tomorrow, maybe late morning tomorrow, early afternoon. I'm not sure the exact cutoff date, but it looks like there's going to be some more. I was outside maybe half an hour ago. It's cold out. I didn't see a lot of snow falling right now, but you know, it's cold. We're going to get some lake effect snow. So really depending on where the winds are blowing and where things move around, but we should expect a few more inches of snow on our cars and houses and on the ground later today or tonight by tomorrow morning as well. Then it kind of tapers off, and actually by early next week we're going to be in the 40s, near 50 degrees again. So this will probably end up melting away at some point, but we got to get through it today and tomorrow. If you're going out and about, be careful, be cautious, drive slowly. There's crack ups everywhere here in our county going into Cleveland on the highways. You know how it is the first snow of the year. There's just a lot of fender benders because people aren't being as cautious as they normally would. So drive carefully as you get out and about if you need to get out today. All right, a couple of news stories we didn't get to. Oh, before I do that, I do want to remind you folks who won prizes today on the show. Last Friday, we gave away 6 veterans ball caps that Nick Church had brought in and 5 American flag sets that he brought in to give away. I took all those over to the phone company on Friday after the show. So if you want a prize this last Friday, either a ball cap or a flag, please stop into the phone company right there, 224 State Street, and pick that up if you're a winner. Today, I'm going to read off the names and prizes. I'm going to take stuff over to the phone company there today when I go over to the office. It should be available for you, I always say, anytime after 11. Please come in and pick up your goods. Here we go. The Christmas wreath, Joe Reed won that, so he needs to pick that up. The Christmas candy dish, Chuck Reardon, you can pick that up later today. The $10 Heath Marketplace card is Linda Thompson. The $25 Heath Market card is Carol Miller. I gave away one more flag kit. I've got it on the wall over there. I got to take that. Joanne Campbell won that. And then an oil change from State Street Auto, Mr. Tim McCartney, good friend of our show. That was won by Liz Ogren. So I'll have those prizes again, whether it's ball caps, flag sets, or today's prizes. And thanks again to Jim and Mo Tanner. They help us decorate up here every holiday and season. I'm going to be switching over to some Thanksgiving decorations after today's show to get ready towards Thanksgiving. They gave up a lot of good prizes, and Mr. Chuck Guglielmo, who actually won today the snowfall contest because he called it for the 11th, gave up those prizes, and we were able to give them away right here on the show. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let me do the story I wanted to get to earlier. How many of you out there follow Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune and or Jeopardy, pretty much on a nightly, weekly basis? Well, this story is about Alex Trebek, longtime host of Jeopardy, had an emotional moment on the show. Trebek, who is 79 years old, made headlines this year after revealing his diagnosis of stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and he has been public about his battle, appearing in PSA messages and regularly keeping fans updated on his condition. Well, on Monday's episode, Jeopardy contestant Dhruv Gaur wrote in answer to the question, he wrote in, "What is 'We love you, Alex?' in place of his answer, betting $1,995 on the question, which he lost. The word love was replaced with a heart symbol. Quote, 'That's very kind of you. Thank you,' Trebek said, before taking a brief pause to find his words. Cost you $1,995. Gaur was left with $5 after the round. Gaur was sporting a purple ribbon to promote awareness and research of pancreatic cancer. The Tournament of Champions, of which organizing a fundraiser for pancreatic cancer research, asking fans to tune in on Thursday and Friday and donate $1 for each correct answer given. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing for you folks who like to follow Jeopardy and Alex Trebek. It was a kind moment on the show, on yesterday's show. Well, let's see here. Okay. Let me looking for. Here's something I got in the news stories we didn't catch this morning. MSNBC's Liberal Weekend host Joy Reid diminished Thanksgiving as a, quote, food holiday with a problematic history, and also mocked Trump supporters whom reviewers may encounter at the dinner table in the coming weeks. Quote, we're just over 2 weeks away from one of the most beloved American food holidays, Thanksgiving, where problematic actual history meets delicious cuisine. Reid started the segment on Saturday morning, and many will be heading home to spend time with family and friends, eat a little too much, and perhaps engage in a dreaded, contentious political debate with your cranky Uncle Roscoe when he starts yelling, quote, read the transcript at the dinner table between bites of turkey and pumpkin pie. Well, the AM Joy host explained to her audience that she would tell them everything you need to understand about impeachment so her viewers could easily explain the ongoing political firestorm to Uncle Roscoe and Auntie Carol. Here's a hint, she says, this is quoting, do not worry about trying to explain the cast of characters or the very overused term quid pro quo. Most people can't say it, spell it, or understand it, Reid continued. What we're actually talking about here is not a pithy Latin phrase, it's something a lot simpler, bribery and extortion. Beyond the whistleblower and over 100 hours of testimony backing up that fact, Donald Trump admitted to it and even released edited notes from his call with the Ukrainian president, which, by the way, is not a transcript, that actually prove he did it. Even Uncle Roscoe and Auntie Carol ought to understand that. Reid, an outspoken critic of President Trump, faced controversy surrounding homophobic blog posts on her now defunct website that Mediaite first uncovered December of 2017. After Mediaite uncovered another trove of inflammatory remarks, Reid alleged that somebody retroactively hacked her website, which allegedly prompted an investigation by the FBI. I thought that was an interesting story I found this morning. Let's see. How about this? From the Cleveland Browns, I'm pulling this story out of the sports news. Cleveland Browns wide receiver Antonio Callaway has been in hot water throughout his short NFL career, and he appears to have shot himself in the foot again. Callaway, who was suspended for the first 4 games of the season for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy, didn't play Sunday against the Buffalo Bills because he was late to the game, a source told the Cleveland Plain Dealer. According to the newspaper, Callaway parked in a different lot than usual and was just a few minutes late. The players stay in the team hotel the night before their upcoming game, but can go home in the morning and drive back to the stadium if they wish. Quote, I don't know if he got the message or not, but I'm not wavering, Coach Freddie Kitchens told reporters Monday. I always want our guys to make good choices. I did what I felt I need to do, and it's over. Kitchens said Callaway's benching was for only 1 game. He was emerging as the team's number 3 receiver in his return from suspension before he got benched. Callaway is in his 2nd season with the Browns. In 4 games, he has 8 catches for 89 yards. He was arrested before the 2018 season began for marijuana possession and driving with a suspended license. And from last night's game, let me do this sports story, and then we'll take our break and we'll finish up the show. Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Tyler Lockett was hospitalized last night after suffering a severe lower leg contusion during a game with the 49ers. Maybe some of you saw that happen on the field. Lockett suffered the injury in the 4th quarter of the overtime win with the 49ers. He did not play in overtime and was last seen fielding a kickoff to send the game into the extra frame. He was taken to Santa Clara Hospital for an evaluation. Quote, he's out here right now to get looked at, Seahawks coach Pete Carroll said after the game, according to Pro Football Talk. It will be okay, but it's a pretty severe situation for right now. Carroll added, I think there was a lot of swelling. The contusion caused a lot of swelling right away, and they've got stuff there are concerns about they've got to make sure there's a compartment element in this, so they've got to make sure and just got to take care of him. and we're ahead of it, so we should be in good shape. Lockett has been one of the best receivers in the league this season and has helped quarterback Russell Wilson stake a claim for the NFL MVP award. All right, on that note from our sports world, we'll take a break for a few minutes. We'll come back and we'll finish up with our last segments here of Sunrise Live for today. Stay tuned. We got more show coming at you in a bit.
A-Tech, your advantage. High school students, the programs at the Ashtabula County Technical and Career Campus can give you the competitive edge you need.
So I chose to go to college. I was way above the other students, and my professors saw that.
See your counselor to sign up for your showcase today, or call 440-576-6015 or visit atech.edu. Your A-Tech, your advantage.
A-Tech education for success.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number.
It's not only Greg Sweet's dealership, but his people as well.
My mom bought her cars through Greg Sweet for many of years, so growing up I always came in, and when I got my license I knew that I needed to come to Greg Sweet.
I know that when it gets down to the nitty-gritty that, you know, they're selling me with a good deal. Everybody's going to be happy we walk out that door.
Greg Sweet's salespeople are just fantastic.
Greg Sweet is the sweet ride.
I wouldn't go anywhere else.
At Greg Sweet Chevy, we're gonna make your day.
I'm a good neighbor.
We're good neighbors.
Proud owner of a Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
A network of locally owned and operated,
community-based independent pharmacies
that live in the neighborhood,
greet patients by name,
and are dedicated to keeping you,
your family,
and our community healthy.
Get to know your neighbor at goodneighborpharmacy.com.
See the pharmacists at Gertis Pharmacy in downtown Conneaut, your prescription specialists since 1960.
welcome back to Sunrise Live here on this Tuesday morning. Last couple of minutes of our show for this day. Let me get a quick relook. I'll give you the 6-day forecast, at least that I have for right now. Here's what we've got. All right, around Conneaut, temperature's about 28 degrees. We're not going to move off that mark too much today, maybe near 30, but anyway, it's going to be cold. It's going to be in the teens tonight. Snow throughout the day or night. We're going to get that lake effect. How much we're going to get is going to vary. You watch the Cleveland stations. They've got inches anywhere from 3 to 8 more inches going on, so just be careful out there. Tomorrow should be around 30, 32 degrees for the high. 24, partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies actually, Wednesday and Thursday. Temps go up a little bit more, near 40 degrees on Thursday. Still about 30 at night. Moving into Friday the 15th, 35 for the high, 21 for the low. We're going to stay cloudy for about 3-4 days here, so that's not changing much. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see some peaks of sun. 32 degrees Saturday, maybe near 40 on Sunday the 17th, 20s again at night, and then starting up the work week next week, Monday, we could be in the low 40s. So, like I say, this cold snap, really brutal cold snap, and some snow might be starting to melt after the weekend getting into next week. That's a good possibility right now. All right. For a few minutes, we're going to cover just some of the, email type things that I've got. Next Thursday, grades 6 through 12, the teens at the Conneaut Library with Amanda and Molly and Carissa are going to be working on a teen painting after school activity. So that's next Thursday, the 21st, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. at the Conneaut Library. Call 593-1608 or look them up online and register for the teen painting event next week, Thursday. Don't forget, tonight at 5:30 after 5 is the Scrabble night at the Conneaut Library if you're into Scrabble. Oh, let's see. Tomorrow, that's the 13:30, Wednesday the 13th, kids in grades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Grades 1 to 5. Assuming they're back in school tomorrow, 4:30 to 5:30, grades 1 to 5 are going to do a turkey painting at your Conneaut Library. So get them signed up. That might be near full, but you can check that out online at the Conneaut Public Library website. And what's my picture here today? Today on the 12th, okay, that is already done. I don't even need that anymore. I'm sorry about that. Don't need it. From the Kingsville Library, I want to remind you about Seasonal Saturdays. One of the activities they have coming up is going to be Saturday, November 23rd, so that's next week, Saturday at 10 o'clock. You're going to make your own gift together with your family that comes out. That ought to be fun. Seasonal Saturdays are free, open to children and their caregivers. They'd like you to register ahead of time for these classes. 224-0239 is the number to call about that. And do you remember those DeLorean cars? The cars that were like used in Back to the Future? Maybe some of you remember that. Well, they're based on the Book and More movie program. It's going to present a movie called Framing John DeLorean. All about him and the DeLorean car that was popular for a while. That's going to show at the CIMAC Center next Thursday. That is the 21st at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The movie's free, popcorn is free. It's 1 hour, 50 minutes. You can get snacks there if you want to. But a free movie about the DeLorean is on next Thursday at 1 o'clock at the CIMAC Center right across the street from the library. And I'll mention one more thing. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Kingsville Library is going to show at 4 o'clock in the CIMAC Center Angry Birds 2, a family feature. You can come out at 4 o'clock, CIMAC Center, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. That's the 27th. Most kids, I think, are out of school that day. Angry Birds 2, free movie, free popcorn. There's refreshments there. That, again, is at the Kingsville Library. If you want more details, just call them at 440-224-0239. Well, that brings us to the close of another broadcast day here on Sunrise Live. I want to thank you so much for joining us on this snowy day. Hope you kids have a great day at home with your day off in Conneaut. I don't know what tomorrow morning will bring, but Lord willing and the snow don't pile up too high. I usually say creek ain't too high. I'll be back here at 7 o'clock for more Sunrise Live with you here in Conneaut. Stay tuned. Have a great day. Make it a great snow day today. And Lord willing, we'll see you back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Bye-bye for now.
Hi, I'm Martha Sorahan of the Courier, bringing you Conneaut's hometown happenings for the week of November 6th, 2019. Conneaut bid farewell over the weekend to Sergeant Thomas Cole Walker, the 22-year-old killed in a military training accident October 20th at Fort Stewart, Georgia. The funeral culminated a week-long period of mourning that began when a motorcade bringing Walker's body from Cleveland Hopkins Airport around 9 p.m. Tuesday, October 29th, was led home by firefighters and other law enforcement with lights flashing and American flags flying over every bridge along I-480, 271, and I-90. Everyone who witnessed this or was part of it said it was an emotional and unforgettable moment. Crowds of flag-waving people were silenced as the motorcade passed by. Conneaut Area City Schools Board of Education President Joe Norton said that hearing someone play "Proud to be an American" as the motorcade passed by made it even more moving. Conneaut City Councilman Tom Kozeski described rest stops along the highways packed with people holding up signs. This, said Norton, made it more than a Conneaut event. Kozeski said, "It was the most awesome sight I've ever seen." Walker's selflessness and his smile were described over and over again by 5 friends and family members who spoke at his funeral Saturday afternoon at New Leaf United Methodist Church. The Reverend Scott Walsh, pastor who got to know Walker when he was chaplain of the Conneaut High School football team, said Walker was always willing to help others. That's who he was, he said. He put others first his whole life. Walker's sister Wendy said Walker was the one who always lit up a room. And his wife said the world stopped for 3 soldiers on October 20th. And despite her grief, she said she would not change a minute of her life with Walker. She said he was an unselfish soldier who made her feel like a queen. I hope everyone can experience that kind of love that we had, is what she said. Conneaut's retired Army Colonel Bill Kennedy said Walker was among the best of the best with a bright future ahead of him. And Pastor Scott said that the moment will come when peace will take the place of grief, and that Cole's mother Tracy was among those who welcomed her son into heaven. The funeral included the posthumous presentation of the Army Commendation Medal to Walker and the promotion to the rank of sergeant by Casualty Assistant Sergeant First Class Emily Bauer of Camp Perry. Walker's casket was wheeled outside the church, where American Legion offered a 21-gun salute. At a second service, an outdoor candlelight vigil held at 4:45 p.m. on Sunday, November 3rd at Jocelyn Field, Walker was remembered by hundreds of former teachers, football coaches, and classmates at a ceremony organized by Conneaut Area City School Superintendent Lori Riley. She said that the 2016 Conneaut High School graduate had touched many lives. Coaches described Walker as someone always looking out for others. Conneaut High School football coach Rocco Dobrin said Walker was one of the toughest kids he had ever known, but he had a heart of gold. And former WWOW play-by-play football announcer Mike Joslin remembered Walker as a player who lived for Friday nights and called Jocelyn Field his happy place. Former middle school football coach Tony Passinen called Walker a servant leader who put others' needs ahead of his own. Also of note in the city were the American flags lining about 2 miles of Route 7, every 4 feet apart from I-90 up to Main Street, that were placed there on October 29th by the American Red Cross. American flags uptown were donated by Milton Luce. All of these events were videotaped by Conneaut Cable TV volunteers and are being aired over these cable stations. By the time this newscast airs, Conneaut voters will know whether Conneaut Municipal Court Judge Carl DeFranco was elected to another term, that is, or whether Ashtabula County Prosecutor Nick Irochi won his second bid to fill the local judge's seat. Voters will also know whether 3 levies on the Conneaut ballot, permanent improvement renewal levy for the Conneaut schools, a brand new permanent improvement levy for Conneaut Township Park, and a replacement fire EMS levy for the Conneaut Fire Department, had passed. The general election was held November 5th. Conneaut City Council at a special meeting at 5:30 p.m. on Monday, November 4th, passed an ordinance accepting an OPWC loan for the Chestnut Street water, sewer, and stormwater project that will get underway next year. It then held a 30-minute work session on upcoming City Council business dealing with budget amendments. Conneaut City Manager Jim Hockaday also passed out the 2019 leaf pickup schedule. Pickup began this week and will continue through Friday, December 6th. Leaves must be packed into brown, degradable bags. Sticks may be bundled. City crews will make the rounds weekly. Residents also have the option of taking their bagged leaves to the city's compost site on East Main Street. Visit the city's website for complete leaf pickup information. City Council's work session on Monday was followed by a joint meeting with Conneaut Area City Schools Board of Education. Primary topics were Spark Complex parking for next year, whether the GE lot will be available, and they are saying right now it should be. They also discussed hiring a school resource officer. The schools received a wellness grant to fund the officer for 10 months of the year. The key is finding a way to fund the officer the remainder of the year. The schools are hoping to partner with the Conneaut Police Department in this endeavor and suggested that if the police department funds the officer in the summer, he or she would be useful in dispatch, extra patrol, or even extracurricular activities. Funding would not begin in the city until the new year, so the city plans to work it into its 2020 budget. That meeting also discussed paving projects for 2020. Since Chestnut Street will be paved next year from 16th Street to Lake Road, the schools will be involved. Lanes may be reconfigured in front of Lakeshore Primary School to better accommodate school buses and parking. The next City Council meeting with the Board of Education will take place in early March. Veterans Day, which will be celebrating its 100th birthday this year, will be marked on Monday, November 11th with a parade leaving at 10:45 a.m. from the American Legion on Broad Street. It will be followed by a ceremony at Veterans Memorial in front of City Hall. The speaker will be Dennis Distelrath. A lunch for all parade participants will follow at the American Legion. A reminder that federal, state, city, and county offices will be closed for Veterans Day, along with the Conneaut Public Library and Conneaut Human Resources Center. Kingsville Public Library will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Conneaut's Ben Schwartfigure was the keynote speaker at the city's annual Veterans Luncheon, held this year, November 1st, at the Conneaut Human Resources Center. Schwartfigure is the new executive director of the Ashtabula County Veterans Service Commission, and he outlined goals that he has set in his new position. He would like to reach out to all veterans regardless of length of service, connect with local recruitment offices, connect via social media with younger veterans, and establish a youth organization not specific to any particular branch of the service that would teach leadership, military code of conduct, and military ceremonies. Schwartfigure encourages all veterans to visit his Ashtabula office to sign up for benefits to which they are entitled. Township Park took a beating during the rain and high winds of October 31st, destroying sections of the boardwalk. The storm affected trick-or-treat in the city as well, though the rain stopped in time for the 6 p.m. start of trick-or-treating. It was very windy and cut down a little bit on the number of trick-or-treaters in the city. Many of them took advantage of indoor trick-or-treating at places such as the Villa and several churches, and a good time was had by all. In coming events, the Conneaut Quilt Guild will meet at 7 p.m. Thursday, November 7th, at First Congregational United Church of Christ at Main and Buffalo Streets. Kingsville Presbyterian Church Soup Lunch with vegetable beef or chicken noodle soup is 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Friday, November 8th at Fellowship Hall, 3049 West Main Road. That lunch is donation only. Villa at the Lake will be hosting a craft fair from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, November 9th at 48 Parish Road, with homemade crafts, jewelry, housewares, sweet treats, and a silent auction. The Conneaut Arts Center will host its holiday craft market from 5 to 9 p.m. Friday, November 15th, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, November 16th at the CAC, 1025 Buffalo Street. You may call 593-5888 to reserve a space. Conneaut Arts Center is also sponsoring a fundraising cabbage roll and mashed potatoes or rigatoni fundraising dinner from 5 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, November 9th. Dine in or carry out. Dinners are $15. St. Andrew's Church is hosting an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, November 10th at the church on Route 193 in Sheffield. King's Cooks at Kingsville Presbyterian Church will serve a free family dinner of roast beef and mashed potatoes from 5 to 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, November 12th at Fellowship Hall, 3049 West Main Road. Kingsville Fire Boosters' next spaghetti and meatball fundraising dinner is 4 to 6:30 p.m. November 16th at the Fire Hall at 3130 Main Street. Dinner is donation only. And the next indoor farmers market takes place noon to 3 p.m. on Sunday, November 17th. Again, December 1st and 15th at the Conneaut Human Resources Center at 327 Mill Street. Interested vendors may call Samantha McNutt at the CHRC at 593-5273. Heart to Heart Support Group for families of those who are addicted is 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunday, November 17th at Corpus Christi Parish Hall at 734 Mill Street. Conneaut Optimist Club has announced the 2019 Christmas Parade, Christmas Through a Child's Eyes. It steps off at 7 p.m. Friday, November 29th from Conneaut High School with lineup at 6 p.m. To enter, contact the Conneaut Human Resources Center at 593-5273. The parade will be followed by the annual tree lighting ceremony, Lights of Love, at Main and Buffalo Streets. That is sponsored by the Conneaut Area Chamber of Commerce. That's it for this week. Until next week, this is Martha Sorahan saying so long.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Around the Town with Chuck. My name is Chuck Guglielmo, and we are taping this show today on Monday, October 28th, and we are here at the library at Conneaut High School. And today, I got a good show planned for us. We've got 4 of Conneaut's best educators on the show today, one from each building, and I'll have them introduce themselves, starting with Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy Gephardt, and I teach 4th grade at Gateway Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Doreen Howard, and I teach math at Conneaut High School.
Hi, I'm Missy Heinonen, and I am a Title I reading teacher at Lakeshore Primary.
Good morning, I'm Steve Wahanick, and I teach 6th grade social studies at Conneaut Middle School.
Keep the microphone, Steve, and then we'll work back this way.
Okay.
Steve, you've been at the middle school. Is that the only school you've been at in Conneaut in your teaching?
Yes, it's the only school I've taught 6th, 7th, and 8th, but predominantly 6th grade.
And how about you, Missy? Have you only been at Lakeshore and Chestnut?
No, I started out in 5th grade at Lakeview, which is no longer there, and went to Southeast, which we no longer use, anymore. And then I worked in a Reading First position, so I was traveling amongst all of the schools. And now I'm at Lakeshore Primary.
Okay, very good. And Doreen, what about you?
Yes.
Here at the high school?
I've been here at the high school all 29 years.
29 years. Wow.
Yes.
So
predominantly
do I
geometry.
say close to retirement?
7 years.
7
possibly.
Years. Wow, 29 years total here at Conneaut High School. Wow. And Kathy?
Well, my list is long. I started at Lakeview Elementary School. I was a Title I tutor with Janet Smith in Bridges to Links. And then I moved to Rao Middle School. And I taught 7th and 8th grade language arts. And then Lakeview Elementary School, 4th grade. And then I was at Chestnut Elementary School teaching 4th grade. And now I'm at Gateway Elementary School teaching 4th grade also.
Did you have a favorite spot with all those locations?
No, I enjoyed them all, actually. I did appreciate the Bridges to Links program, though. I thought that was a wonderful program.
Very good. Okay, we'll start with Doreen here. Doreen, what or who would you say influenced you in becoming a teacher?
I would have to say Bob Gilmore. I had Bob Gilmore in 7th grade it was an integrated math and science, and then I had him again as a junior and then again as a senior, so 3 years total with Bob Gilmore. He was